Ex-Derby County captain and Nottingham lad Sean Barker set up his foundation in 2015 after ending his playing career through injury. The charity supports people with disabilities, and he spoke at an autism awareness charity football match at Meadow Lane about how there needs to be more education on the condition.
There's still a social kind of uncomfortable feeling with certain people around kids with special needs. I do feel like people don't quite understand it. Having the awareness and being engaged into some of these children's lives will make a big difference.
There is definitely a stigma attached to autism spectrum disorder. That's according to 26-year-old Thomas Hewitt from Clifton, who has Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism.
Well, I think in a sense there is a sort of stigma attached to autism. I mean, I know in the past that I've had problems getting a job because when I've been employed, I know that people have been very distant towards me. You explain it to people and they don't understand it. You have to really try and elaborate and explain to people that Asperger's affects you in a social environment. It deters you from doing certain things. It's not a physical disability. You can't necessarily see it on somebody, but the fact that not many people in employment know about it, and even in other professions, I think it is a stigma that is increasing. As I was saying, I was the victim of bullying throughout secondary and primary school. I was called gay, I was called weird, I was called odd, and I've got nothing against homosexuals because, I mean, I respect that as well. But I think that the fact that people label specific people with autism like odd or weird, I think that's wrong.
Waterloo Road star Richard Milan has a son on the autism spectrum and says he dislikes the words that are commonly used by people that don't know about the condition.
I mean, I don't call it a disorder, and I don't even call it autism. I actually call people on the spectrum, I regard them as neuro-unique. So like everyone else in the world, so-called normal people in the world, I call them neurotypical, and people on the spectrum, neuro-unique. And that's one thing that needs to change as well. We need to stop calling it a disorder, stop using words like syndrome, disorder, non-specific, which happens in diagnosis. That needs to change as well, in my opinion.
There is support out there, but not enough is being done at a public level to remove the prejudice that surrounds autism. And that is the goal that the Sean Barker Foundation and other autism charities are striving for. Sydney Hopper Kelly, Notts TV News.